Tuesday night, I thought I might have ruined my poker income. 4 days later, it turned into one of the best poker weeks I've had in years. My monthly bills are about $2,600 a month right now, and about 70% of my bills are front-loaded in the first 2 weeks of the month. So there's a lot of pressure to make money from kind of day one. And last week, I only made $300 in 30 hours of playing, so I was actually dipping into savings and poker bankrolls just to keep up with my bills. So in week 2, I needed a good week. And it started out not bad. I was up a couple $100, but then on Tuesday, I sat a regular, which is another guy who makes money from poker. And usually he just leaves and I get those tables. But Tuesday, he fought back. And what made it worse is another guy that usually leaves joined in against me. And in about 90 minutes, I found myself down about $400, partly from bad luck, partly because other regulars are pretty difficult to win against. So despite the fact that I think in the long term, I can actually beat these guys, in the short term, I don't have the bankroll to, and I had to retreat. So Tuesday night, I found myself being pretty concerned that if they were to do this on a regular basis, aka every day, that this site would become unprofitable for me to try to play on. And since I play on 3 different poker sites and I rely on each of them equally in terms of my poker hourly, that could have had devastating consequences. But after talking with ChatGPT for a little bit, I was reassured that the worst case scenario wasn't as dire as I was making it out to be. Instead, I could possibly switch the times of day that I play. I could potentially look to see if there's regulars on different sites that I could maybe battle with and take tables from. And so Wednesday, I just sat the tables and decided whatever happens, happens. I'm going to be able to pivot and keep this going. And the second regular that sat my games on Tuesday wasn't online. And the other player didn't want to battle me. And so we shared the tables, me and that one guy, and I ended up having my best day in years. I made $1,338, which it's been probably a couple years since I've made $1,000 in a day. And that second player wasn't online that I saw Thursday or Friday or Saturday. So I ended up making $2,196 this week, my best week in years. It's been just night and day different. A big part of my focus this week has been studying for an hour every day, and I feel like it's already helping. Even though I'm also running good right now, it's also helping for me to be knowing that I'm making good decisions in a lot more spots. And despite the fact that I've been playing this game forever, there's still so much to learn. With a week like this, it didn't just rebuild my bankroll. It helped me pay all of my bills and actually pay a little bit down toward my savings. The week flipped after Tuesday because I didn't give up. Because I didn't just say, well, it's over. These guys are going to be battling me every day. And that site I needed to make money, it's one of my better sites to make money on. I just didn't give in. And I think the lesson this week is just go find out. Find out what your ceiling is. Find out if you can deal with the situation that seems bad in the moment. Being down money on Tuesday meant that I was going to be dipping into my savings even more if it kept getting worse. So Wednesday, I had to go and find out. There was no option of, let me just avoid this site now and assume these guys are going to try to battle me and it's going to be so hard to manage and everything else. No. Go find out. And that's what I'm trying to do in this whole arc, is let's find out what my poker ceiling is. Let's find out what my poker hourly could be if I played the highest stakes on multiple sites, if I don't back down from these battles, if I keep studying and trying to get better, if I keep making better YouTube videos for my baseball channel, if I keep reaching out to different production companies with my coffee TV pilot, all of these things are going to lead to good outcomes. And this week is proof. So that's all I got for this week. I'll catch you guys next week.